that you don't play. And a lot of people want to play, and God said they could feel your energy. If someone is looking at you like, yeah, they in the Eight of Swords energy because they thought you was gonna do this, do that, say that. Nah, you was gonna do this, do that, say that. Nah, we don't get down like that. We stay 10 toes down with ourselves. Queen of Wands energy, and Grandma said that's what you do, boo. You stay 10 toes down with you, and that's a tower moment. She said, "Shit, you really is focused, and you can focus on so many things at once." And God said, "She ain't even worried about you, and she already know that you like, you know what, being this as opposed to that." And I said, "Ain't that the truth?" I said, "Sure." A lot of people be like, "Yeah, I've been that, done that, and it ain't even amazing." And Grandma said, "That's what you don't know yet, boo. We're gonna promote you real quick because you could take over some shit." And Grandma said, "That's what they can see." I said, "This one, don't play. And if you tell her this, tell her that, tell her all this other stuff, she'll get it done." And Grandma said, "That's what she know about you too. You ain't got time to be playing games." And everybody else sitting up here, you know what, just doing the bare minimum and acting like they running some shit. I said, "Bitch, who the fuck you talking to?" I said, "Yeah, she ain't got no damn common sense." And I said, "That's good. She see that bitch as something else." I said, "Yeah, that was funny." And Grandma said, "Don't you know it, boo? So you're gonna be receiving some charitable donations because you deserve more than what people are trying to hand you." And God said, "They know that too." I said, "Shit." The Hierophant coming out with the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Bitch, why is all these motherfuckers talking to you crazy out the side of their neck? But shit, when they do, they think about it later. And I say, "Yeah, you don't want to talk to that one like that. Maybe you should talk to yourself like that." And Grandma said, "You is just karmic justice grow everywhere you go." And she knows that. I said, "I think I know this one." And Grandma said, "Unfortunately, Queen of Cups energy is here. So you finna be just fine and sitting pretty and doing whatever you gonna do, boo. And you gonna be getting ready to feel very accomplished and move forward in your life, getting your recognition and reward and everything. And you're gonna do it pretty quickly because you got shit to do." And God said, He see that you got shit to do. He see that you got a lot to do. You've been juggling shit for years in your life. And people who have been juggling for years, they don't give a fuck. I said, "Bitch, they don't give a fuck." I said, when you get to the point in your life where you don't give a fuck, God said, "Ain't that the truth?" I said, "Shit. I bet you she won't touch shit ever again." I said, "Bitch. Oh, now you want to be all up in there. You ain't never wanted to be up in there before." And I said, "You see, you just make people want to do things unnecessarily." And I said, "Yeah, they want to be all up in a space and area and shit." But Grandma said, "You ain't got time to be dealing with that either." And that's your truth, boo.